With high gas prices, inflation, and other financial pressure, it can seem very hard these days to keep your head above water. According to Experian, the average consumer's debt not tied to a mortgage is just shy of $22,000, and Colorado comes out on the top with the highest debt per capita in the entire country. Today, financial experts from the Ramsey Show are in Denver for a special live event that's tonight. It's sold out, but first, they're here with us this morning on 9 News to answer some general questions and some of your questions later in the show. So I have Dr. John Delony down here. I also have Ken Coleman right here and Jade Warshaw joining us in studio. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Really appreciate it. Okay, so the show is sold out tonight, but why do you think people really gravitate to coming to these events?
The events themselves are a lot of fun, and we take the show that we do on air and bring it to a live audience. So that's fun. But I think people are to the point of desperation.
Yeah.
They can't afford basic living essentials, and all of the shell game of let's move this credit card to this one and let's flip and flat. It's not working.
Yeah.
And people are looking for real answers to real problems.
Yeah, it's really tough these days, truly. Kid, do you have a story from someone who called in or reached out to you that you helped out?
Well, I'm thinking the last week, we started the tour in Charlotte, North Carolina, and a lady stood up in the middle of the show and told us that she was on baby steps 6 and 7, which is she's paying off the house, paid off the house, and now it's giving, and yet she was trying to figure out how to not be so intense.
Yeah.
She hadn't let go of the drive. And I asked her, I said, what's driving you? She said, I don't want to be like my mom. And I said, what does that mean? She said, my mom ended up her life with nothing. And so we just let her free of that ghost, that she did have enough, that she was going to finish well. And that's an example of what John's talking about, where we give people hope. Here's a woman who's won financially, but still was afraid that she would blow it all.
Yeah, wow, what an incredible story. So where do you think, if someone comes to you and say, where's like the #1 place that people really mess up when it comes to saving and planning for the future?
Yeah, they try to do too much at one time. It's completely overwhelming. It's, do I need to save for kids' college? Do I need an emergency fund? Should I be paying off debt? Should I be paying off student loans? And I think that it's so hard to choose where to start. They end up doing everything at once, and it feels like you can't make any traction, where what we teach is you focus on one thing at a time. You create that momentum, like Ken was talking about earlier. We teach a set of 7 baby steps, and you walk through, you do the 7 baby steps, one thing at a time. And we find that most Americans, when they commit to that process, they win over time.
That's why you were saying that woman was right on the right track. She was on step 6.
That's
She was
right.
so close.
Yeah.
And I think you're so right. When you're trying to look at it as a whole, I mean, I'm a mother of 2. I'm like, where do I start? Do I do the mortgage? Do I, but when you think about it in small fragments, it's very attainable.
That's right.
Yeah, I love that message. So tonight, you guys are going to be at the Lakewood Cultural Center for a show at 7 o'clock. Like we said, it is sold out. Rightfully so, I can see why. But you guys are sticking around with us for the next 20 minutes or so. Coming up at 9:40 this morning, people are going to send in their questions. I'm sure we're going to get a lot of questions.
I can't wait.
Yes. And you're going to answer the questions live coming up at 9:40. So you can text those financial questions to the number right there on your screen. It is 303-871-1491. You don't got to give your name. You can remain anonymous. It's fine. We're going to pick a few to answer right here on the air coming up in about 20 minutes. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.